guys. Hi guys. Welcome back. Welcome back on this ASMR channel for a new Genshin Impact ASMR video. Today, as you can see, we are in Sumeru, which is really rare for me. And we are with Dinary even, which is something rarely happens, but today we are actually going to need Dinary. We're going to be running him on one of our teams for a specific reason. So you might have read it on the title or the thumbnail, but this is a video dedicated to, well, I don't want to say it that way, but more like it's a pre-farming session for Nahida. So I decided to pull for her on the next banners. Basically, it's been a long time since I actually pulled for a character and not just like put 10 wishes or 5 wishes on them. And I will be pulling on Nahida, and she's not a character that I'm pulling on because I'm actually excited for her, but rather I'm pulling on her because I have certain teams that I cannot play unless I have Nahida or a strong Dendro character. Nahida is one. So, however, just to build up the excitement, I decided to go at it with a pre-farming session, and it worked. I am really excited about pulling for Nahida. I think she's going to be released in a week from now. And yeah, I'm really excited about her, about building new teams with Nahida and so on. So on today's video, you will see that I will be farming for a few stuff. The only things that you won't see me farming for are basically those books that she needs for her talents, as in like the teachings of this and that. And I think Nahida needs the teachings of ingenuity, if I'm not mistaken. So I did not farm for those yet because I was not playing Genshin Impact on the specific day when they were, like when that domain was open, which I think is like on Tuesdays and Fridays or something. Anyways, but I need to get to it soon because I don't have any of those at all. And the other things you won't see me farming for are the flowers that Nahida needs for ascension levels. Basically, those flowers are like basic resources lying around Sumeru. However, it is a nightmare to find them and to get them. It like the new options added to the map do make it easier. However, since I play on my iPad, the graphic performances are not the best, and what happens is the map tells me that I'm close to the flowers, and I only see them once I'm like they only appear when I'm very close to them. So it was a nightmare. I did try to record when I was like gathering those, but it was a nightmare, and it was not something that was fun to watch or fun to voice over. So I just deleted that part, and yeah, it really was not a fun process, not even for myself. So I thought that it would not be fun to watch. However, you'll see me farming for the materials that this boss drops, the Dendro Hypostasis, and I think I've got, no, I was gonna say I got everything, but that's not true. I think I only have enough to level her up to level 80, which maybe I'll go to 90 with Nahida, I'm still not sure, but anyways. So it's because of this boss that I needed Dinary. To be honest, he's like level 40, doesn't even have a weapon, but he is currently Nahida's artifacts holder. So you'll see that I was farming for Deepwood Memory, like on this farming session. So that's basically what I did, farming for the bosses, for the bosses resource materials, and for I was fighting some mobs that drop like that fungi, something powder, whatever. Nahida needs that for ascension. basically what I did during this video, and that's also the reason why it's not really a long video. Maybe there will be a part 2, I don't know. I was thinking maybe of making a second part and either, I don't know, like going at it with triggers, which I think maybe would be like an inaudible, like whispering sort of video. I don't know yet. Actually, this one, today's video was supposed to be like with inaudible whispers, and then I was like, you know what, no, let me just yap a little bit because I love doing that, even though sometimes I end up running out of things to say. And you know what, actually this dungeon or domain, I only went at it a couple of times when I wanted to work on Cafe after getting him on Navia's last rerun. So I was trying to work on him, but it was kind of like a couple of months ago, so I did not really remember what was this domain, and I was expecting it to be very tough, and but I was completing it very quick actually. I think it would have been even faster if I went at it with my Navia team, but since I could not remember what the mobs were, I went with the recommended elements, and my Risley team worked well enough, to be honest. I really like my Risley team. I don't use it often or only like when I really need it, but I really do like it. Anyways, so when it comes to the artifacts for Nahida, I know that she needs, and this is stuff that I read, you guys, I'm not giving advice. This is what I'll be putting on my Nahida. This is something I saw on the internet. I'm not saying that's what you should do. But yeah, this is what I will be doing with Nahida. So I will be putting Elemental Mastery on her. I think that's the main thing that she needs. She also needs energy recharge, sorry. And I read that she also needs crit rate and crit damage. So I got some pretty good pieces in terms of, you'll see that towards the end I got some pretty good pieces in terms of like crit and in terms of energy recharge. However, Elemental Mastery, you guys, how do you guys do it? Like, I feel like it is the rarest stat ever when it comes to the artifacts. Like, it's so rare for me to get a main stat that is Elemental Mastery. Like, it happened maybe twice in 4 years of playing, so like, what? Anyways, so I think I got 3 good pieces from this session, basically. I put everything on Dinary. He's gonna be holding that for Nahida. But then in terms of weapon, Nahida is a catalyst, and I really have no idea what I'm going to put for her. I'm thinking the Witsit, because I will not be pulling for her signature weapon. Definitely not. I don't like its design, and yeah, I'll be pulling on the character and that's it. But and I don't have any 5-star catalyst, so I don't know if aside from the Witsit there is something else that could work on her, but I'll try and read some stuff online and see how to go at it. I'm not too worried, to be honest. I think by now you know that I don't take this game too seriously, so yeah. Anyways, so it's actually a good thing, because aside from the put memories, wishes on him, and I did not get him. But it's okay. I will get him on his last rerun. So until then, I will probably put Kirara or Cafe in his stead. But I am thinking more Kirara because Kirara is already level 80. She already has artifacts and a specific weapon. Her talents are leveled up. So I won't need to work on her. You know, like the only characters that I will need to work on are Xingqiu and Nahida. Nilou is already level 80. Her talents are leveled up. The only thing is I don't have good sets of artifacts on her. And as for the weapon, I'm really not worried. I'm pretty sure I will find something because I have a lot of swords. So yeah, that's what it's going to be. Yeah. I will finally, after I think 2 years of having Nilou, I will finally be able to use her. Oh my god, you guys, can you imagine? I know I repeat that every time I talk about Nilou, but can you imagine that I pulled on her thinking that I was going to be able to play her with Raiden Shogun, and then I was like, wait, Nilou doesn't need that. Anyways, but I'm really excited to finally make something with that character. Like, she has been I was gonna say she has been punched. She has been benched for the longest time. Anyway, but yeah, funny though how I wasn't really excited about any of the Nutland characters, or not that much, but I am more excited about characters that are rerunning. Yeah, I wonder, I saw some leaks that said that Risley was going to have a rerun, because I think it's been, ever since his release, he never had a rerun, did he? So yeah, I think it would be like since his release that he's never had a rerun, so people are kind of excited about it, but I don't know if it's like confirmed or not. However, you guys, one character that I know never came back, or like hasn't come back in a while. Like, I think the last time I checked it was 500 days, and that was like 2 months ago, so now we're maybe at like 560 days or something. And that's Shanna. Like, it's been more than a year. Like, we're almost, well, not yet, not just yet, but it's been a year and a half, like almost 2 years, you know. She never came back. Like, what the heck? Bring back Shanna. Like, I don't want Shanna, to be honest. I think her design is super cool, and even more with the skin from the last Lantern, right? To be honest. However, it's not a character that I'm too excited about. It's just that I know that there are a lot of people who do want Shanna, so like, bring back Shanna for those people, you know. Anyways, gosh, I don't know who else hasn't had a rerun in a while, to be honest. Navia recently came back. Lini did have a rerun. Oh yeah, Arlecchino would be cool, like, if she rerun. I don't know if I would get Arlecchino. I don't want to say it's a regret not getting her, but like, when she was given to us on trials on some events, and when I did her test run and everything, like, she really is a cool character. She does make you feel like you're going to miss out. Like, she's a super strong character if you build her well. But yeah, I don't know if I would go for her, because like, there is that aspect that like, she's super cool, super badass, and her attacks are amazing and everything, but there's also the aspect of like, I really hate her character design. I really don't like it. I can't get on board with the color palette. Like, it's all, I don't know, it's too neutral for me. All red, white, and black. I don't know. I personally cannot get on board with that color palette. I like colorful characters. she has like a white dress, and yeah, I feel like her color palette is going to be a little more vibrant than Arlecchino. I don't know. And then you guys, I'm not bashing other people's taste. Like, if you like Arlecchino's character design, I mean, good for you. You go for it. If you got Arlecchino, amazing. I'm happy for you. If you did not get her, I hope you do get her on her next rerun. It's just that it's a me thing. It's my own opinion. I just don't like the color palette. But yeah, I'm excited to find out more about Columbina, to be honest, because I saw a lot of things that showed that she has kind of like in her hair, she has some sort of like, you know, the same as Kanij and Kachina and Walani and Mafuiga, like they all have some kind of like marks on their hair, and Columbina has the same thing, and people were saying that maybe she's from Natlan, and that she's going to be Pyro, and I really hope that she's going to be honest, and I hope that she's going to be playable first of all. But I'm guessing like if Arlecchino is playable, if Child is playable, if Wanderer is playable, and if Capitano is playable, because I saw a lot of leaks saying that he was going to be playable, I'm hoping that Columbina is going to be. I do get a little bit worried because La Signora was like just an NPC at the end of the day, so I'm not really sure. I just hope like some of the other Harbingers don't get the same treatment, you know. So yeah, and yeah, I think she is, Columbina is the Fatui Harbinger that I am most excited about. Like, I would, if ever she's announced playable, like, I think I would stop bullying on anyone, and just start saving for her. Obviously, I would not know if I would like to go for the constellations or not, because those to me are completely useless unless you know what they're about. So I won't decide to pull for constellations until I know what the character does. So, but yeah, I would save for her. I feel like it's the kind of character that I would like to get with no, like without spending any money on her. Like, I feel like it would be more satisfying and even more rewarding to just like get her with all the primos that I would have gotten from exploration and events and stuff. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird. I've never felt that way. Usually I'm always like, if I want a character really, really bad, I will put money on them, but I feel like it would be like more rewarding or satisfying if I got Columbina that way. I don't know. I just hope I'm not jinxing it, and then like they make her not playable, they make her an NPC as well. Like I would be so sad. For real. But yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait. And you guys, I think I can't wait for Snezhnaya. I'm expecting it to be, and I know I shouldn't have any expectations because I had a lot of expectations for Natlan, and then yeah, that was not it. But for Snezhnaya, I'm kind of like expecting it to be, this is going to sound stupid, but I'm kind of expecting it to look like the walls in Attack of Titan, as in not like specifically having separate walls and stuff, but rather I'm expecting the structure, like the buildings, to be the exact same, with just like a castle, and a lot of snow and like grey skies at all times. That's what I'm expecting it to be, like something very medieval, some sort of mix between Fontaine and Mondstadt, I guess. Yeah, just like with a lot of snow. So I wonder if that's how it's going to be, but I can't guess has Dragon Spine, which is kind of an extension of it, but I wish we could see something new from Mondstadt. Like, I wish they would do something new with Mondstadt. Like, Mondstadt is the reason why I started playing Genshin Impact. It gave me such a soothing vibe, but at the same time it was like the medieval kind of vibe that I was looking for in a game. And it also looked kind of like a movie from Studio Ghibli as well, you know. So yeah, I'd be excited if something new was released for Mondstadt. Anyways, I feel like every time I start rambling, I start with point A and then I suddenly find myself at like point, I don't know, like very far away, like point X. Like how do you say that? I forgot. But anyways, yeah, I do talk a lot, which is interesting because sometimes I run out of things to say, and sometimes I just have a lot of things to say, so I just ramble. Anyways, and yeah, but this farming session really helped me get excited about pulling for Nahida, to be honest. I think I will only use her as a support character, because I think, anyway, this is how you're supposed to use her if I'm not mistaken. So, we'll see. I was also planning on using her with either Raiden Shogun or Kitching, because I know that Kitching these days runs better with, what's it called, Hyper Bloom.